Hello and welcome to this edition of Blue Wave News. I'm Florian Inkema Van Dyke.
And I'm Izzy Scribano.
And here is what's happening at DHS. In just over a week's time, Darien High School will be hosting its annual Veterans Day Assembly. Students used to get the day off, but in recent years, students have been put back in session to honor America's veterans. Here are Ben Sheed and Home Roser with the story.
Hi, I'm Zago, and we wanted to tell you a little bit about our upcoming ceremony and activities for Veterans Day on Tuesday, November 11th, which also happens to be the 100th anniversary of World War I.
We're very lucky to have quite a few veterans joining us this year, including a former DHS student who went to the Naval Academy and is now a naval fighter pilot. We have two Marines coming, one who served in Kuwait and one in Iraq. As well as a Vietnam veteran who is giving a presentation on his service.
We're especially lucky to have World War II veterans still with us, including a CV and a Navy bomber pilot who fought in the Battle of Midway and who had a camera crew with him on his missions. So he'll be sharing that presentation on Veterans Day.
We'll start the day with a split assembly, which is our opportunity to recognize all our veterans. We hope that you join us for the rest of the day's activities. If you have it free, there'll be schedules posted, so please come down in and help us honor our veterans.
Theater 308 will be presenting The Disappearance of Daniel Hand. Blue Wave News caught up with the cast and crew for more information.
It's a mystery about this high school student, Daniel Hand, who has disappeared. And the main character of this play, Shannon, is a filmmaker. And she is constructing this film, this piece of art, to try to kind of do interviews and sort out what happened to Daniel Hand. Where is he?
Well, I definitely think it's more relatable, it's more modern, so as opposed to last year when we did Shakespeare, it's definitely more accessible to an audience, I think.
One of the first modern, contemporary shows we've done in a long time.
It's a contemporary piece, less than 10 years old.
It's definitely a lot of work. It's a lot of time commitments, but with anything, if you put a lot of effort into it and put a lot of time and work into it, it turns out great. And it's so worth it in the end.
We are incorporating film and video into the staging of this in a way that I think is going to be really new and exciting.
It's just like any other sport team or any club. It's nice to be with people who have one common interest and everything.
Be sure to attend this year's production coming up in just a couple of weeks.
Theater 308 always puts on a show.
Sam Elwell talked to one of Darien High School's newest clubs, The Forum.
Students get together to listen and talk about contemporary music.
It's Friday afternoon at DHS. The halls are empty and the sports fields are full. It's time for Darien High School's Music Appreciation Club, The Forum, to begin. Let's see what this club is all about.
The basic premise is it's a sort of book club for music. It's getting a bunch of people together, not just to appreciate music, but to talk about it and to get a better understanding of what we're listening to and how to enjoy it.
And to also expand music horizons. Many people don't want to branch out because it's hard to get out of your comfort zone, but I feel like when you listen to new type of music, it's exciting. And
the basic premise in the meetings is to focus on a particular album or a particular artist for maybe 45 minutes, and usually we have a person present a rough sort of presentation on the artist and what they're talking about, so we can get a perspective from someone that actually has a deep found appreciation for what they're talking about.
I'm friends with Nathaniel. He started it with Trevor, and we always like to talk about music before that, and it's fun talking about music, learning about new music.
We have a lot of people, a lot of individuals that have amazing taste in music and do a lot to promote those tastes through bands and through clubs such as ours. We're looking for other opinions. We're just looking for different and new and exciting people. We'd love to see you there.
The Forum meets right after school every Friday afternoon in B108. Contact Mr. Crowther for details.
We have quite an intriguing student spotlight this episode.
And who would that be?
Well, many of us didn't know till just a couple weeks ago. The Darien Blue Waves mascot has a new costume and a new identity. We tracked down senior Nicky Wildish on what it's like to be Big Blue and why he decided to break his prolonged silence.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Will
Mickey Wildish, and I'm Big Blue. I chose to be the Wave. Sophomore year, I saw at the first home football game there was no mascot, so I thought that would be a job that I would like. It was unique, and that would be a really cool experience. So I went down to Mr. Sullivan, who was the AD at the time, and asked if I could be the mascot. So it's been hard to keep the secret. I've had to go to the football games early, like hour and a half early, so I would change and no one would see me. I'd actually change in the teacher's locker room. People found out at homecoming at the pep rally, if you might remember. So I'm on the soccer team, and I was going to help with their cheers, obviously, as a senior. And they realized I wasn't there, and they were wondering why I wasn't there. And I made up an excuse. I texted them saying I got called down to the administration. And most of them didn't believe that. So I guess they connected 2 and 2 together, because I didn't announce it officially at the pep rally because I couldn't talk in the mascot costume. So I thought Facebook official was something cool. I didn't know how else to announce it. Some of my struggles are knowing what to do during the whole game. I'll pump up the crowd, I'll see the little kids, high-five them. It does get scorching hot in there. I sweat a lot. I feel like I lose 5 pounds every game. Probably the weirdest thing was I was at an elementary school fundraiser, and I was supporting them as the high school mascot, representing the high school. And the kids saw me go into the bathroom because I had to get unchanged and leave as the fundraiser was ending. So all the kids waited outside the door for me to come out, and so they were yelling at my name, banging on the door, but I had it locked. And so I came out, and I had a sweatshirt, so I put it over my face and ran out like Justin Bieber. As of now, I have no successor, but I'm looking to do tryouts for the next mascot, New Wave Athletics.
We'll be back after a word from some of our clubs here at Darien High School.
No, we've actually got a very busy and exciting year. Next Wednesday, November 5th, we've got our Hollywood Harmonies concert. The tutors and also the concert choir and the camerata in 8th grade from Middlesex. It's all music from movies. In February, we're going to be getting together with 2 rock stars. We've got Mark Wood and his wife Laura Kay from Trans-Siberian Orchestra. In March, we're going to have the Chanticleer Youth Choral Festival. Grammy Award-winning choir from San Francisco comes and works with us all day. And then in April, we're traveling down to Annapolis, Maryland for another festival.
Hi, my name is Katie Sutton, and I'm a Spanish teacher at the high school.
Ms. Zago, I teach chemistry here.
And we wanted to talk to you a little bit about the dog walk that we do with Darien Animal Welfare Group. So for the dog walk, it is on Saturday, November 8th. Rain date will be November 9th. And it's from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And we're going to be meeting at Selleck's Woods, which is it's right behind Trader Joe's in Darien.
And all our proceeds will go towards especially getting, hopefully, vests for military dogs to protect them from IADs. These dogs are out there protecting and saving the lives of so many soldiers that this would help to protect the dog as well.
It's been a busy but incredibly successful fall for Wave Athletics.
We're going to head on over to Studio C and the flawless voice of Alex Hager for more.
Thank you and welcome to the Sports Desk here on Blue Wave News. It's been an exciting fall season and we've got recaps and highlights of it all. Heading into FCIAC and state playoffs right now, and Blue Wave's teams are gearing up to square off against some of the best in Connecticut. First off, it's boys cross country. The Wave finished at the top of the FCIAC East standings with an impressive 16-2 record. Just last week, the boys took their talents to Waveney Park in New Canaan for the county championships. The team took 4th place, and national phenom senior Alex Osberg shattered the course record by 28 seconds, securing the 5K title. Osberg and the rest of the team have states up next. Sticking with cross country, the girls finished the season at 18-0. At the FCIAC finals in New Canaan, they took home the 3rd place trophy. In the individual 4K race, senior Ann Johnston finished in 2nd. The girls, too, will take their undefeated streak to the playoffs. Next up, it's another undefeated Darien team. They've been making news and topping rankings all over the state, and Darien football is first in the FCIAC with a 6-0 overall record. Some season highlights include an electrifying comeback win against St. Joe's and obliterations of Bassick and Trinity Catholic. And you can be sure that everyone has their eyes on that Thanksgiving Day matchup against New Canaan. One team that has been able to beat New Canaan so far this year is girls swimming, who crushed the Rams in the pool en route to a 118-68 victory. Led by senior captains Mackenzie Coughlin and Courtney Ferreira, the girls are 3-1 and stand as promising playoff contenders. They'll look to defend their title and go for the three-peat in this year's state postseason. Over at the stadium, perennial powerhouse Blue Wave Field Hockey is carrying on their usual prestige. Holding on to a second-place seed just behind Staples, the 11-2 Wave is heading into the FCIAC playoffs with high hopes. The squad has been close to unbeatable this year, outscoring county opponents 34-6 in the month of October. Big things are happening over on the Oval, where Darien Boys Soccer has wrapped up their regular season by winning the FCIAC's East Division. With an 11-3-2 record, the Wave has taken the league by storm, led by Henrik Stockinger, Kai Bjornstad, and a robust supporting cast. With one of the best seasons in recent memory, Darien has qualified for the county playoffs and is looking to lead a solid crusade through the postseason. Now, we're all used to success from Darien girls volleyball, and this year should be no different. The team is undefeated and on top of the FCIAC standings with a 17-0 record. Izzy Taylor, Claire Naughton, and Celia Martzoff are leading the Waves' crusade on the court as the regular season comes to a close. County playoffs are this week, with the SEAC postseason in early November. Last but not least, it's girls soccer wrapping up their season with an 8-4-4 record. They ended the regular season going 7 games without a loss and outscoring opponents 24-3. The Wave has clinched spots in the FCIAC and state playoffs where they look to make a mark in the history books. This fall has been a busy one across the board for Darien athletics, and I'm sure with the postseason kicking off now, we'll see some new victory banners lining the trophy case this fall. That's all I got from me today. Make sure to follow @DHS Wavecast on Twitter for daily scores and updates. I'm Alex Hager, and now we're going to send it back to Florian and Izzy for Blue Wave News.
Now, the banter between students and teachers is constant and comical.
Blue Wave News decided to make a Stuff Students Say segment featuring the faculty of DHS.
Can we go to lunch yet?
We have homework tonight?
Will this be on the test?
Oh, can't we go outside?
I was texting your mom.
No, it's my mom.
Oh, I don't have a question. Can I go to the bathroom?
Wait, Mrs. Sweeney. When's lunch?
Can we take third and fourth lunch? There's nobody here.
Well, lunch period. Can we have third lunch? Can we have third and fourth lunch, Mr. Sweeney?
My internet didn't work.
My school email doesn't get email.
My email didn't work.
May I please have some extra credit?
My mom didn't work.
What question are we on?
Are you gonna put the solutions up on your website?
I don't know.
I don't know if this is right, but clearly it is evident that I am progressing in this class because my writing flows and it is based off of things everyone can relate to.
Look at all these chicken nuggets. Could you update Aspen?
May I go to the bathroom?
Wait, what?
What? Mr. Dooley, why are you so good looking?
I wasn't here yesterday, so I was just wondering, did I miss anything important?
Am I getting graded on this?
Can I go to the nurse?
Me too.
Are you our sub? Do we have to come back from lunch?
Lol.
Now don't worry, students, you'll get your chance to talk about stuff teachers say in our next episode.
Find one of the Blue Wave News members to get involved. Now, Izzy, do you play a sport here at DHS?
I do.
And do you think you should take gym or physical education while in season?
You know, I actually don't.
I caught up with a couple students and faculty members on what they think about athletes taking gym in season, and why Darien High School enrolls all of its students in physical education.
Do you think students in season should be required to take gym?
Absolutely.
No way.
Yes. Of course not.
No, not at all. I think they should.
I think if we had a free, we'd be able to get the work done that we're not able to get done at night because we have football till really late.
When you're physically active early in the morning and during the school day, you release endorphins and serotonin, and you actually become more aware and more relaxed.
I have to perform at a certain level on the ice every day, and I can't perform at my peak if I'm tired from the fitness center.
I think just because you're playing a sport doesn't mean that you're necessarily getting that physical activity that is meeting the physical activity. Are you kidding me?
A bit of health, that's fine, but doing like physical sports for the sake of staying in shape is unnecessary if you're in season.
It's an academic class. You still have to do your academics.
You do more in 10 minutes of a practice of any sport than you do in an hour of gym. I don't deny.
Although nearly 100% of student athletes at Darien High School feel that there is no need for them to take physical education, I talked to administration on why they are required to anyways.
The reality is all students are required to take PE, physical education, as mandated by the state of Connecticut.
The sports seasons don't quite mesh with the
semesters, and so you have seasons and semesters overlapping, and so consistency would be an issue. When a student's going to get assessed and graded.
The PE curriculum needs to be delivered by certified physical education teachers. And I would say probably a majority of our coaches are not. They're certified as coaches, but not certified as physical education teachers.
That's all we have for this edition of Blue Wave News.
Happy Halloween weekend, everyone. I'm Florin Kamal Van Dyke.
And I'm Izzy Scribano.